Hello again, I'm Matthew Browning. Good to be joining you for Saturday Racing on Sky. In addition to our main venues today, we'll be covering two races from Hobart as their carnival gets into full swing. We've got the Tasmanian Derby Race 6 and the Bow Mistress Trophy Race 7. So you'll see those two live races from Hobart this afternoon on Sky Racing, races 6 and 7. Now, New Zealand Race 9 is coming up in 3 minutes. Classic Claire is the favourite ahead of Spurbird. Then Hiyo What's Up is the only other one under 10. I'll move in shortly. Race 1 at Caulfield follows. Riders are up for the first. Stephen King there, the new rider for Royal Rule number 4. But the first rider we hear from the 9th event. This is the Gore Guineas, a listed race over 1,400 metres. Let's head across to New Zealand.
Hey, what's up from 6s to 8s. Waikato from 13 to 15. Peak time from 30s has gone into 22s. The good looker. I think it's a big chance. It's drawn barrier 3. And as I said before, it looked absolutely trained to the minute. Ticklish now at 14s from 16s, the last 3 going in. The Matara Licensing Trust, Gore Guineas for a stake of $30,000. In goes Spurbird. Is that our favourite? No, Classic Claire is at $3.65 at $1.60. Spurbird at $3.80 and $1.75, the last one going forward now. So Spurbird and Classic Claire, they've been tossing with this favouritism right throughout the lead up to this as the last goes forward, and it looks as though on tote close Classic Claire $3.65 $1.65 from Spurbird. It was at $3.80 and $1.75, and Hey Yo What's Up is the only other runner in single figures at 8s. They're all in, set to go. Here's Kev.
We're ready now. Classic Clear, just the favourite ahead of Spurbird. 1,400 metres, the Matara Licensing Trust, Gore Guineas, raced here this year at Wingatui. Starterizes field, he's set, racing. Straight back to the rear of the field goes Hey Yo What's Up, and getting back there with it is Palais Jamais, who's now a clear last, and back there also is Harbour Magic, and also Lady Libertine has settled back. Ticklish has led out the local from the northern of Canto. They were followed 3 lengths away next, then to Velate, then the favourite Classic Claire races up into 4th. Then came Brass in Pocket with Peak Time on its inside, then Empire Jane at the 1,000. Kim's Cape is back along the inside, a little worse than midfield. It was followed back next by Hey Yo What's Up, just shading that runner is Harbour Magic. Then came on the inside Whiskey Straight. Spurbird is well back in the field and 3 wide at the 800. Lady Libertine is second to last, and Palais Jamais is last of all. Down the side of the course, and Ticklish running them along at speed. Out by 3 or 4 lengths at the 600 from Canto. Velate line third, and Classic Claire's getting dangerously close. Peak Time on the inside of Brass in Pocket, and out 3 wide is Empire Jane. Then on the inside next is Kim's Cope from Hey Yo What's Up, getting into the clear. Out wider then is Harbour Magic. Further back Lady Libertine. Spurbird well back in the field, Palais Jamais, and Whiskey Straight is last on straightening. And the leader is Ticklish, still a length clear from Peak Time coming after it. Canto the inside out wider. Classic Clear's trying to let down, and Kim's Cope is coming between runners. Lady Libertine, Spurbird is right down the outside. It's Ticklish. Spurbird and Lady Libertine are getting home quickly. Spurbird on the outside. Spurbird will take out the Matara Licensing Trust, Gore Guineas from Lady Libertine, followed by Ticklish third, then Kim's Cope from Hey Yo What's Up. It was followed back then by Peak Time, and behind those runners next then Palais Jamais. Then came Classic Claire out wider. Then we had Empire Jane. Whiskey Straight on the inside out wider next then as they went across the line was Harbour Magic. It was followed back by Velate, Brass in Pocket, and Canto has been one of the last runners in.
3-5 in a photo. Number 11 Ticklish is very prominent for that third number. Let's return to Caulfield, to Andrew Bensley this time, who's with one of the leading trainers from Stall.
Yeah, southerly direction and a good rated track. A beautiful afternoon of racing in store for us. Classic Caulfield putting on the Group 1, and Lonhro starting his final campaign. Field just about ready. Terry Armour the outsider to come up and complete it. Track is good, 4.64 the Pinot Rail true. All in. They're set to run. All set now. ready to run, racing, and Vidalago jumping quickly on the inside. Dominique got away fast, the favourite, and also up there too in the early stages, Vidalago. Settling, Physique holding the lead at the 1400. Dominique happy to sit up second, and a length away in third, Vidalago. They set up about 3 lengths then to Royal Rule on the outside of Transferal, about 4 lengths to Malou, and Tariyama's last of all. Physique passes the 1200 metres, and he's in front by 2, running a pretty solid tempo early. Second is Dominique. Vidalago is third, 2 lengths to Royal Rule. Transferal fifth on the inside, 4 lengths further back is Malou, and last by the 1000 metre mark, Tariyama. So they head along to the railway side, and it's Physique in front, a length and a half clear. Dominique second, Vidalago third, Royal Rule 2 lengths away, then Transferal, Malou, and last is Tariyama. They're virtually Indian file, coming to the 700 metre mark now, and the leader is Physique by only a half length. Dominique creeping that little bit closer before the turn, 2 lengths to Vidalago, another 2 Royal Rule, just tickled along a little bit by the 600, and they're followed by Transferal, Malou, and 3 lengths to Tariyama ridden up. Physique a neck in front coming around the turn from Dominique. Vidalago in third, placing a length and a half away, and then came Royal Rule, and Malou struggling under the whip, and Physique comes around the turn. He leads by 2 lengths. Dominique off the bit chasing. Vidalago running on down the outside, and they're followed by Transferal and then Royal Rule, but Physique with 150 to go leads by 3. Dominique's gone, and running on Vidalago, but Physique is going to go all the way, and it's Physique in the run home by a little over 2 lengths. Second, Vidalago. Third, Dominique, every chance. Then Transferal, Malou, Royal Rule, and last in Tariyama. Straight to the front and unheaded, number 3, Physique, ridden by Nash Rawilla for Len Trelaw, has scored a comfortable win. Race number 1. Horse 3, Physique, Nash Rawilla first in 1:35.49. He was running along solidly all the way. If there was something back in the field that had a chance to run him down, the pace was there for them to do so, but he's hugged the rails and gone all the way. Vidalago in second placing for James Winks and Graham Woolston, and third, Dominique sat second, but he wilted in the run home with his 58 kilos and has been well beaten. 3, 6 and 1, fourth home number 5, Transferal, and fifth in number 2, Malou. Well, he's the most progressive horse in the field. He made such rapid improvement in his last preparation to go on and be a Vanilla Cup winner, and ran second in a Group 2 race before going out for a spell in the spring. And he's first up this afternoon. His most recent first up run, he finished second at Geelong. It was only a Class 1, but he did run on very strongly in that race back in June. He's a different horse now, and he's run them into the ground. Well, let's hope it's not going to be a front runner's track, but the first evidence is there for all to see.
She's a very good filly. She's won 4 from 6. Kind Return and Volante Etoile are also in commission. Heading over to the next bunch, not a great deal happening there. Best of those is Mohawk at $12. $100,000 race coming in from New Zealand in 6 minutes' time.
Justine Cope with the attendant up. Gates crash open, they're off and racing in the Cambridge Stud Sir Tristram Fillies Classic, and first away Mohawk from the inside, heading towards the lead, as well as Tattletale from her wide draw. She's working overtime to get across. Volante 12's keeping her out, so is Anne Karina as they leave the straight, and behind these next there's High Flying, followed over on the inside of it now by Madame Shinko, then a length back Danette as they work out of the straight by the 1700 metres, settling a little worse than midfield. Glenview Lass from Savecki, then Boulevard of Dreams. Native Songs well back with Justine Cope, then a length and a half back Hayley Bailey, who's back fourth last. Out wider on the track Kind Return, and back with them also Montreal Gold, and last of all is Ashkala. Into the back they go, 1300 metres out, and Anne Karina's made the lead by a length and a half. Mickey Walker, he's got Tattletale, one off the rail in second spot from that wide draw. Brilliant piece of riding in the early stages. Mohawk is lobbing along third for Lethinus, 1.5 away in fourth spot. Next is High Flying, followed by Volante 12, getting a nice economical run on the rails fifth. Moving up on the outside of it, Glenview Lass as they race past the 900 metres. Then came Danette from Madame Shinko, a little worse than midfield. Boulevard of Dreams with Native Song, then well back Savecki. Justine Cope still only got 5 behind it, including Hayley Bailey, Kind Return, Montreal Golden. Ashkala is last of all. Down the side, 700 metres out in the Cambridge Studs, Sir Tristram Fillies Classic, and Anne Karina at the head of affairs, a length clear from Tattletale. Tail, who's poised to pounce. Right on their hammer is Mohawk. Moving into it also as they come towards the turn. High Flying, followed by Glenview Lass. Native Song off and around them as well. Further back in the field, Danette, Justine Copes are well back with Hayley Bailey, and back with them Kind Return. They race for home, 300 metres to go, and Tattletale, there's one down, dropped it right, a Boulevard of Dreams, and well back in the field. 200 metres to go, Tattletale the leader, and Karina won't go away on the inside. Lying third, Danette running on with Madam Shinko. It's Tattletale. They said she couldn't stay. She'll stay till closing time. Tattletale, brilliant. Second over was Anne Karina. Third at the line. It's very close. Madam Shinko on the inside of it. High Flying and Justine Cope. And behind these was Mohawk, followed over by Hayley Bailey. Ran on well. Further back in the field, Danette. Then Falonta, 12 from further back in the field, Kind Return. Alongside of these as they went across would have been Savecki, Glenview Lass. Back with them that riderless horse as well. And Montreal Golden Ashkala, and pulling up quickly Native Song. Look.
Tattletale, ridden by Michael Walker for Graham Rogerson. She's won 6 from 8. Good filly. Anne Karina second, a photo finish for third. 1-9 and a camera on race 10. First at Rosehill is coming up in 4 minutes' time. Wager is at $1.30 as we return to Chris at Rosehill.
Okay, Matt. Well, Wager, the short price favourite, and Gay Waterhouse. Coming from the back straight, cutting and quite warm for racing in the preview. The wind, as normally as the scenario, is coming from the back straight, cutting across. Set to jump. Racing and slow to go Connecticut. The pianist also very tardy out, and Sabrali wide out began like a bomb. He's bustled up. He's taking on Wager for the front, and he's going to go to the lead. Can he cross? A length and a half, Fastnet Rock and Captain backs on the rail. 2 Connecticut, 2 away is Young Bow. The pianist getting well back, and 2 away Winchester Square. Well, he's burnt across the rally for Larry Cassidy at the 750, leading the filly Wager by 1.5, and Munch quickly away from the fence. Captain back, similar margin third. Then came Fastnet Rock, 2 Connecticut. They were followed by the pianist well back from Winchester Square on the rail, and Young Bow last of all as they turn. It's Sabrali in front, leading a length and a half. Wager, Munch starting to niggle at the favourite now. Captain backs on the rail, and Fastnet Rock's coming with a bit of a run. 2 lengths away, Winchester Square making ground, and then came Connecticut. Wager, no good thing at the 200. She's still in front. She's drawn about a half neck in front. Here comes Fastnet Rock on the outside. Fastnet Rock coming at Wager. Wager digs in for the fight. She's holding Fastnet Rock. He's lunging. Wager in front. 1. Wager's just beaten Fastnet Rock, and 3 away is Winchester Square. Captain backs fourth. Then came Connecticut. They were followed by the pianist, Young Bow well back, and Sabrali, who took the fave on. He's run last. Time is very good, 1:3.66. Record for the class to Paris Dream at 1:3.54. 34.2 the last 6. And Wager had to show a bit of equality. She had to dig in for the fight because Fastnet Rocket had the easier run behind her. He loomed up, but he could never head Wager at any stage, and the favourite has given plenty. She's really knuckled down, got the head right out, pinned the ears back. Muntz riding hard, whip in the right hand, and she's been able to win it. $1.30, 104. Second prize to Fastnet Rock, number 7, Corey Brown, Paul Perry. Winchester Square, Glenn Boss, Jack Denham. He's completely lost all speed, that bloke. He's finished well for third, but a fair way back, and fourth to Captain Bax, who's battled on well. But Gay Waterhouse draws first blood with the long odds-on favourite in a time of 1:3.66. It's a great run. 34.2. Take information in full, the winner. Number 4, $1.30 and 104 Wager. 7, Fastnet Rock at 2.20. Number 2, Winchester Square, $1.80. Exacta 7.30, Quinella 6.20, Trifecta $31.80. And the first 4 has paid on 4, 7, 2 and 5, $233.30.
Odds, good value the tote at the moment. Number 7, it'll go pretty quick. As I said, number 8, it's at double figure odds, but Mick Price expects it to be running on. The favourite here, Matt, 3 ahead of 4, but the 3's been pretty easy.
Ready. The fillies are set. Racing now. Mari Madeline jumping okay. Alingi a little bit slow to move, and in the early stages J Diva's driving up and Zilzi's not far off, but Mari Madeline flew out of the gates and she's the leader. J Diva is over racing in second, placing on her outside is Zilzi, who's come away from her heels to get clear galloping room. Carlton Ace pushed out wide in fourth. They're followed then by Find the Cash next to Lingy, and a length and a half Kylie Kwong, and Vels de Fleur last of all by the 600. Mari Madeline has the lead, 3/4 to J Diva. second, and now trapped out wide is Zilzi in third placing. Find the Cash fourth on the rail, followed by Alingi. Carlton Ace has been wide all of the way, and then as they swing for home, Bells de Fleurs, who's racing a little erratically over on the outside of Kylie Kwong. Into the straight now, Mari Madeline from J Diva, and then came Find the Cash. Zilzi's battling. Alingi's coming with a big burst on the outside. Mari Madeline with 100 to go, out by about a length, but Alingi's storming home, and Find the Cash comes in the middle. It's Alingi hitting the lead though, and she's strong to the wire, this filly. Alingi brilliantly over Find the Cash. Third, Mari Madeline, another third placing, and they were trailed by Kylie Kwong, who made nice ground, and then J Diva. Zilzi very disappointing. She's finished in front of only two, and they were Bells de Fleur, who looked all at sea on the track today, and back last Carlton Ace in 1:3.68. Victory to number 3, Alingi, ridden by Damien Oliver, trained by Lee Friedman, and she has scored a brilliant win, really. Second going to number 5, Find the Cash, and third to number 1, Mari Madeline. 3, 5 and 1 official on race number 2 in 1:3.68. Zilzi, the big disappointment of the race. Although she was caught 3 wide on the pace, she was about the first beaten when they turned around the home bend. Mari Madeline running another bold race in front. She's now run third on 5 occasions from her 7 outings. But Alingi will rocket to the outright favouritism, one would think, for the Blue Diamond on that performance. Save for what we might see yet in the Colts and Geldings division. But she's got that right sort of profile to sit off the pace and finish hard like she has this afternoon. That's the hallmark of a Blue Diamond winner, generally speaking. Terrific performance. It's a matter of which way will Lee go, though, because I don't think she's any absolute moral to be lining up in the Blue Diamond. It's hard to go to both of the big 2-year-old races, and perhaps Lee might earmark her for his 5th Golden Slipper winner. Who knows? I'm sure we'll be finding out in the next few minutes or so. Divvies through with Alingi paying $2.30 and $1.30. Find the Cash $2.40 and Mari Madeline $4.80. Quinella $15, Exacta $19.70, Trifecta $231.40, Running Double paid $28.90 on a pair of 3s. 3, 5 and 1 in 1:3.68. Fourth in was number 7, J Diva, and fifth aim was number 8, Kylie Kwong.
Okay, Greg, thank you. It is getting interesting, the 2-year-old ranks at the moment. And, of course, Lee will be lining up the very smart San Zero in the Colts and Geldings Prelude, which comes up next at Caulfield. There's a few very nice horses in the males division too, including Squad, and certainly San Zero is going to be very hard to beat. That was a nice run, though, by Alingi. Now, let's return to Caulfield. Back to Andrew.
Okay, yes, we're down here with Lee Friedman. Well done, Lee. Congratulating all the owners. Good, strong win.
Yeah, well, she's top class, filly. You know, they went really hard in it. But she, you know, when she picked the bridle up on the corner and got to the outside, she was always going to win. You know.
Well, the owners are all here. What are you going to tell them?
Yeah, go and have a drink, I think, after that.
Did you have any concerns during the race?
Oh no, not during that. Only she missed the start a little bit, probably a little bit slow out. But she's got good gears, you know, and she picked the bit up well coming to the corner, and she's good at the business end, which is the most important thing.
What is the crucial thing now for you, Lee, to decide whether you go to the Blue Diamond or wait for the Slipper?
Oh no, we'll just give it a bit of thought. Talk to the crew. Talk to the jockey, consult the stars, whatever I've got to do.
Well, like, go and enjoy it. Lee Friedman joining us as Alingi returns and Damien Oliver.
Ran down